was a very quick 9 minutes since I started that music. I tell you, we've been working frantically to get going here. Good morning, everybody watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Christian. I see you with us already. Peter will probably come when he's ready. He's here. And Uncle John, good morning to you, sir. Buddy.
And very good morning to you, Nico, and everybody else.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I see Christoph's on stream there. Christoph, not sure if that message of yours will come through once the stream actually starts, but I did notice you said good morning. So good morning to you. I presume you're at work again. We are virtually in Amsterdam, and it is raining, as you guys can see. So it's also cold, which means that we need to make sure that we use at least some of the anti-icing condition situations and procedures. We're not going to call for the trucks, it's not that cold, but what we are going to do is we're definitely going to taxi with anti-ice on and flaps up until we get to the runway, put the flaps out, get going, if I can remember. That's a whole thing now, so haha, we'll try our best. We'll try and use as much realism as possible. Let's see if I can actually get my edge to display. Edge. Alright, so these are the conditions at Amsterdam. We've decided we're going to take runway 27 for takeoff. There you can see current temperature is 5 degrees, so it's very important to remember to use some of that icing stuff. Alright, in terms of our actual flight, not a long one, just a nice lacquer one. We're going to take off there in Amsterdam and land over there at East Midlands. I'm sorry again about last night. We had a power failure as usual. So you can imagine if I'm streaming and all of a sudden I disappear, always remember that's not me. That's the freaking electricity supply company. So there we go. That is it. We've planned most of everything. I think let me do this. I'm going to copy this route as we've now finalized it, and I'll put it into the description below the video quickly here on YouTube. And then what I'll also do is I'll just update my flight roster so you guys can see the runways and the sits and the stars and everything that we did use. If you want to see it, just press Ctrl F5 on your browser. If you're watching YouTube, you'll get that update through. Let me update my flight roster quickly as well. If anybody wants to fly this route at some time, you can get the correct information. Paste. Right, so that is done. All right. Okay. Good morning, aviator. The aviator. Sorry, Uncle John.
QNH is 1008.
Excellent, thank you, sir. The aviator. Let me be quite honest with you. Unless Peter and the guys did it behind my back, which I won't complain about, it's not prerequisite for them to tell me everything that they do. But I have not seen a single word of that on the development server. Okay. If it will ever come, I don't know. If it is going to be in the next edition, I'm flying the next edition. So it's not here. It's not part of what is happening now. The only way that cabin announcements will get in here, there's three ways. Okay. You're going to have to get that FJ cabin sounds or something like that. There's an add-on on the org that you can get to help yourself. That's the one way. The second way is AudioBird needs to license it to level up. Okay, in other words, he's got to give his permission, and he's got to give them a license to operate his announcements because it's all copyrighted. The third way is they're going to have to make their own. In other words, level up, make their own. Now, they're quite capable of doing it. Okay, but if you look at the fact that this is a free project, we're all doing this in our spare time. Nobody's paying us to do this. I mean, unlike Zibo and me that gets a little bit of donations every now and then for what we do, Level Up doesn't have any such facility. There's no way of putting money towards this project. Okay, so everything is financed and done out of the love of it. All right, which means that if cabin sounds come and they decide to make it themselves, it's going to take time. It won't happen overnight. If AudioBird gives the permission, somebody still has to go and edit the FMOD. Now, Wolf is a master at this. He's brilliant. I'm sure he can do it, but the question then also comes, does he have the time? All right, so we'll have to see. Or otherwise, you just help yourself and you get that cabin announcement plug-in, you know. But this is the brutal truth and the background behind it all. And I mean, you can see this is the latest package that I've got here. Whatever sounds you get here is going to be, you know, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I'm not even sure if this is in here. See, I mean, it comes from AudioBird. He made it. He licensed it. That stuff that's in Zibo, and he's not part of this development. So we'll have to see what he says, if any. Okay. So that's a long-winded answer, but that gives you the whole background and all the stories. Sim Tevin, good morning. Good morning, Andrew. Nice to see you guys. So yeah, we're going to fly the 600. I tried doing it last night. I see a lot of new faces. Yeah, well, numbers on the YouTube stream. So let me just recap. We had a power failure last night. So I never finished test flying this thing. So this is why we're going to do it this morning as well. We're going to see if we can actually finish a flight. At this point in time, I know of only one mistake. One big, huge freaking problem with the 700, which is very definitely going to delay the release of the level up update. Until that 700 is released, the one that you currently have will be a better viable option for the 700. And it's going to create confusion and unhappiness if we release a product that was more working before than now. People aren't going to like that. So just bear with the team. They'll get to it when the time and the place is right. Okay. But let's go. Let's get into this. Let's see what we can do. Right, gents, it's going to take me about 15 to 20 minutes to get going, if that's a good indication for you guys when to start your APUs and push back and all those things. Okay.
Roger, sir.
Right. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to have to generate a new AFP. You won't believe it. I picked the Zibo instead of the 600. I'm just generating a new AFP quickly. Let me get that on the screen. You can follow along. Guys, just talking to some brief quickly. Good morning, Steve. The Aviator, you're not alone, my friend. I think most of us absolutely love and adore the textures, and the work these guys did is just phenomenal, man. I'll get some power in there just now. Right, is it done? Yes, it's done. I need to restart my ACARS. Let's close it and restart it. Good morning, Scotsman. Aviator, the only way they're going to fix it, if you believe it's wrong and such, is please go to the forum and put it on the forum so it's visible. Okay. there's no ways I can convey all the messages myself. And when the guys are busy, they're really busy and they're going to miss it. So go put it on the Level Up forum, please. Let the guys see it and make a note of it. Okay, now we've got the Level Up. Start the flight.
I'm back.
Hello, Mr. Peter. Try again. Hello, Carl. Good morning. Scotsman, yeah, that's the sad thing about living in South Africa. You can pay the electricity bill as much as you want. We've even got solar. Unfortunately, when the sun is down, there's no solar. The batteries just don't give enough power for 2 houses here. So, you know, the owner gets the first share, and then in the daytime we can use the solar and have free electricity, but at night we're kind of stuck. If the electricity supplier doesn't give you electricity, you don't have electricity. And that's it. That's the end of the story. You can't argue with them. You can't, you know, get them to understand that you paid for it. They don't care. Yeah, so anyway, like I said this before, if it happens, I'll just make a note. The first comment under the video will tell you, you know, we lost electricity, and I do apologize for that, but it's way out of my hands. And believe it or not, we've got a very similar situation of rain and stuff here today. It's not a very bright day, so the PV panels is not going to push out all the megawatts we need anyway. The batteries will have to charge a little bit, and we have permission to use it again. So if I lose you, I'm terribly sorry. Nothing I can do about that.
We're crossing our fingers.
Thank you so much. All right, 11 and 5. It's a baby. It's a little bumblebee, this. I was loving that stream. I tell you what, I don't rage quit very often. And I try and teach my son the same. You hear him sometimes go mega crazy in the background when somebody shoots him and he didn't want to die in his first-person shooter game, you know. So I'm really trying hard to set a good example. But last night, when that power went off, I had a silent fit. I'm serious. I had a silent fit because that's not what I wanted. It's crazy, man.
We're all human.
Yeah. I just sat here for a second, just with my head in my hand, and I just, yeah, you know.
And you thought, what the F?
Yeah, almost something like that. Yeah, really, come on.
Down to cockpit, the plan is acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
You know what, let's close that door. We don't want the people to get wet. It'll be nice to be today. I'm pretty sure this isn't the right parking bay for this aircraft. Guys, I don't know this airport, so please don't laugh if you see me at the wrong place. I don't know where I'm supposed to park for what reason, but anyway.
On normal days you would be surrounded by the big ones.
I'm pretty sure if I look at those jetways, right? Alright, good. So that's it. Let's get going. Gear. Okay, gear. You see, I didn't even learn my landing gear from last night. I just walked away afterwards. Yeah, the Scotsman. I told my son, told him, you break the keyboard and the mouse, you're not getting a new one, right? He's not broken one yet. They die from natural causes, unfortunately. But he's got a wooden desk that he sits at. So what he does is he takes his fist and he slams it as hard as he can into that wooden desk. And it sounds like a freaking bloody explosion here next to me. Wow, all of a sudden. Sometimes I jump, babe. But, oh. No, calm down, calm down. So when it's my turn, I've also got to practice what I preach. actually done this IRS. Right. Uncle John, we said 320, right? Let's see what it gave me now. It might have changed.
Affirmative, sir.
I just realized it might have changed it. This thing wants me at 380 now. I think it's because it's the small aircraft. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if we can actually get there.
Quite high. I'm on 260.
I'm telling you, it's very high, but I want to see if this aircraft can actually do it. If it doesn't, I'll...
Yeah, but look at the distance. The distance
I
is also
know.
about 300.
Yeah, it's 322 air distance. It's not much.
Well, maybe the baby one can make it.
Well, this is what I want to see. Guys, if it doesn't make it, it was a good test. We'll call it that. Okay, so we're gonna test it. And what is our landing elevation?
I should stay at 3-2.
Yeah, no, you do that, Uncle John. I think that's a good option, to be honest. So I'm not...
So
Hmm?
how much minutes for you to start your APU, you think?
As in 10 seconds.
Okay. I will push back
I'm
then.
going to have to let you push first and taxi, Nico.
It's no problem, Uncle John. Right, so I am still busy prepping, but while the APU is starting and all, I'll quickly finish this. Okay, so this is EHAM GNX, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, we'll see if it actually works, Scotsman.
Hi guys,
Hello, hello.
how do you do?
All right, then you. Are you okay?
I am okay. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. Nice to have a more fuller house today again. Okay, now let's see. Plugins with the briefing. Alright.
It's been 8 weeks since I joined the Saturday morning flights.
Yeah. 009. There we go. Bit of a cook sister turn there at the end. Interesting there. Not too far. For 49, perfect. This time 54. Yeah, there's a taxi fuel in there, and our reserves. One. There's 20 as the cost index. 380. Look at that. It actually says we can go up to 41,000 already. Wow. Hello 737. Steve, we can help you. We can try and help you at least. That's we've got 6. I'm not going to derate. It's raining and all these things. So let's go to page 2. We set this aircraft to know that it's wet. And do a flaps 5 takeoff, and there is this fine. Right. Six. Ah, sorry guys. Back. That's 32, 126, and this one reading 66.
Trying to figure out why you've got rain and I haven't, Nico.
Oh, I don't know, so
Your volume is very low, Uncle John.
Say again?
That's what I mean. Your volume is very low.
I can hear him very loudly. Just right click on him and see if you might not have set him down, the volume down at some time.
Me setting down Uncle John? No.
Well, sometimes he is very loud, but now he's same volume as you. I don't hear a difference, Peter. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, well I bumped the volume up a little bit, Uncle John.
Okay.
Bless you, sir.
Oh, much better.
Much better. Alright, then 0.5 on the top. This Bravo, having this actual wheel here just makes so much difference. Okay, what I did find is last night I had to trim a little bit more than expected, so I'm gonna just add a little bit more. It was tough getting this thing into the air yesterday. I just wanted to get the nose down the whole time, so we'll do that. Right, let's see, can we do this? Yes, we can do this. This pump on and this off that way. Maybe a little not wind. Hold on. See. Does that help? Is it better now? Give it a bash. I don't want to change the master too much, but the exterior, maybe that helps. Maybe the interior as well. Does that sound better, or do I have to do the master? Let me know.
No, you're sounding fine, Nico, I think.
Well, Chris says the rain is very loud.
Okay.
He's got very sensitive hearing, so let me know, Chris. Right, so request.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Beacon goes on. Guys, feel free to tell me to adjust the volumes and stuff. I cannot hear what happens on YouTube because I can't stream, receive and send at the same time. It gets too much for me. I get a total sensory overloaded. And then I've got guys on Discord. I can't make it. It's just too much. So you'll have to guide me from what you can hear. Well, look, I mean, if we have to set down the master volume, something like this, then we have to do it.
Okay, now all the
I want you
doors
guys
and
to
hatches are
be
closed. I
happy
am
with
ready
this
to
thing. I don't
connect.
want you to run away and say, no, I can't listen to that. Alright, okay, I haven't done automatic unicorn yet. Maybe it's a good time to actually get them to do that. Let's do that.
Okay, the tow is connected and the bypass pin inserted. Go ahead and release parking brake.
Just now, give me a second. 20. Right, the taxiways will be.
I can tell you.
A13, I think, will be the first one just to get on there, and then it's E5 and E4. What do you say?
Depends which runway you're taking.
E7.
Oh. I think tower came online. I think it's 26.
No,
That's worse, Nico.
no.
It is 24 or 36 left.
4 or 36. Oh, I don't have his 80s. So where's his 80s?
I will call in with tower. He's online.
Hi Paul, good morning. Good, that's a good problem to have, Scotsman. Alright, when you ask ATIS via the IDRID client, you get it, but it's not on WebI. Right, so I don't have runways, otherwise I'm blind. Let me read it carefully. There's no runway specified here.
Top tower.
This is putting a totally different spin on it. Good morning, Skymatix 001. What's active on your please? I don't know which one it is, to be honest. Let's quickly look at the environment. Does it do anything? Do you hear a difference?
Zibo Tower, Skymatix 206, radio check.
It's not looking up. Yeah, but we won't use that in this summer. So good guess, but we'll have to wait for this guy to make up his mind because he's not published any like this.
Tower, good morning. Skymatix 047 question as filed, East Midlands.
Uncle John muted himself, so he doesn't know the
Not responding yet, I got help.
Yeah, he's muted himself, he won't hear us. Okay, now about now. I mean, the master is almost dead now. What does it sound like now?
Amsterdam Tower, radio check.
Uncle Johnny's not responding.
No,
He's not responding.
Thank you. I'm just in a taxi.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect. We will reconnect outside of his airspace.
Roger, sir.
Talking about over the frequency.
Yeah, no, we're talking over the frequency because it's the only way I can speak to Uncle John, and maybe this guy catches a wake up when he hears us, you know. I don't know what his problem is. He's obviously having a problem, so we'll give him the mercy and the grace of just disconnecting. We'll reconnect on Taiwan afterwards because he needs to sort out a couple of things there, you know, so.
How far off are you from taxi, Nicky?
I'm ready to press the button now. I'm going to push it
Go
now.
for it. And once you've moved off on the road.
You can push the same time as me, then you can be in front of me. It's fine.
Roger. disconnected or before?
Yeah, just make sure you're disconnected from my radio. Peter, we couldn't hear that. You say again?
You're still going for 27?
Yeah, I know. It is, according to the winds, the most appropriate one.
Oh, officially it's 24 or 36 left.
No, I understand, but that's an ATC choice. According to the wind, the 27 is the one. I don't know the SOPs, you understand? So it
Oh,
is
they never take off from 27.
Is it? You see, no, that's something I didn't know. No, I'm just going to...
Okay, don't see you guys anymore.
No, we disconnect because we can't use his ATC services. Oh. How's that?
It's the same.
Okay, well, I said those ambient sounds now. It is totally different. My golly. Well, I can't use optimum on the stream. That is unfortunate. But sorry, maximum. I'm using optimum, which is good enough. I could set up all my volumes again, and now you guys can hear me, and happiness is. Why not?
Okay, operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Of course, of course.
Okay, the tow is now disconnected and the bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left, and we will see you next time. Have a nice flight.
Right, I've got my taxi rates. It's Alpha 13.
Taxiing, guys.
Okay, enjoy. Alpha 13, and it will take you through to Echo 4. Echo 4, yeah, and then November 1 for 27. Yeah, it's lovely, eh?
Nico,
Yes, sir.
carry on taxiing, because I won't affect you. Let me know when you're on A13.
Well, actually, the taxiway behind our tails is Alpha 13. Alright, so you can't see me, so you can't really follow me. But the one where we pushed back onto, that's Alpha 13. You need to take the first right and just continue on that line until you get the split at the end for Golf 2 and November 1, and then you turn left on November 1, and then you'll be at the
Nico, I've got all that. That's not a problem. What
Okay.
I'm saying is, I want you to come in front of me. So let me know when you're
Okay, gotcha.
down the A13
Okay.
before you cross over 18 left.
Okay, will do. Right, so like I said, it is cold. It's in fact, the temperature has risen. It's above 10 degrees. I don't need this anymore. This never stuck. I probably didn't say that it's going.
Yeah, it's 2 degrees now.
My one says 11, Uncle John. Oh, 9. Hang on a second. I think it's the pitot tube. It might be the pitot tube that's doing this. If it is 2 degrees, let me check my weather. Yes, it is 6 degrees according to the meter. So
apologies, yeah, it's 6/2.
all right, okay. No, then we are correct. Then we still need this. It's because I'm using the non-aspirated pitot tube that the freaking that is going up. Right. Control check seems to be fine. Access for the flaps, yes, it's working, but we're going to taxi without the flaps.
I'm already taxiing because I have a taxi of 20 minutes for me.
Okay, you enjoy. Yeah, remember when you use the non-aspirated pitot tube, that thing can go up to 99 degrees. It's hot, it will burn your skin off your bones if you touch it, so don't do that. Andy, are you here?
I am here.
Right, so what exactly do you want me to set to full volume? Because my sim is now set to full volume. Everything in the sim is full volume. It's only xEnviro that's now been reduced to 60%.
Yes, you did a try working at X volume settings, and it seems to me it was a bit low.
A bit low.
Not lower. You have too much rain.
Yeah,
And,
that's right. Yes, then we set it down, and now the freaking rain has stopped anyway. Okay, which volume do you want me to increase or decrease? The X-plane one or the xEnviro one?
xEnviro, I think.
xEnviro. Settings, man.
Tower is offline.
That's one I'm not going to come back on until I'm out of here. Alright, so in xEnviro, I've got a 60% volume. I'm going to put it up to 75, okay, as a test. So when we get other sounds and stuff coming through, we'll wait on you guys to give us the verdict again. Alright, so taxi lights on. Uncle John, I'm starting my taxi now.
Excellent. As I say, as soon as you come to cross over 18 left, just give me a note.
Will do. I know that, and that's my problem now with it, because, I mean, how do we test it now without the rain? We'll have to wait for another rain shower.
Do a rain dance.
Yeah. I'm not Mujaji, eh? Can't do things like that. She's the only one who can do that. Good morning, Giovanni. Sorry I'm not ignoring you, but you can hear it's quite busy here. I hope you guys, I hope you are well and that you are enjoying the stream and so on. I know it's early morning for you. I hope you can get some good sleep later. Right, so Max, good morning. You have permission. Please come on board. Okay, Uncle John. I am 10 seconds from that runway. It's up.
Thank you. I'm rolling.
Alright, I'll give you the toga call out and then you do the 3-minute thing, because if we reconnect onto IVAO afterwards,
Absolutely.
you know, that we don't crash into each other on the other side.
You can connect these offline.
Yeah, but because we're taking 27, I don't want to have the whole world go, hee, idiot, he didn't know you got taken from 27.
I'm on 27. I'm taxiing at 27. So I can see you. So
Okay.
Approaching 18 left.
Right, I'm at that runway now. I'm crossing runway 18, Uncle John.
Thank you.
No, I didn't. I gave him permission to come on board. He's a magician. You just don't know it. He teleported into the back there. Uncle John, question.
Yes, sir.
Did Kevin tell you how to use the EFB for your taxi routes?
On the new software I'm using.
Yeah, did he teach you how to use the taxi routes?
I'm using it now.
Okay,
I'm just about to cross 18 left.
all right. Excellent, excellent. So you're the coffee guy now. That's new. Not many people survive that real well, my friend. It's very cold there. Right, so we're coming up.
What do you mean now? I think I'm drunk.
You know, like days like that. Well, John, I'm coming up to the split. I'm turning to the left shortly. Get to
Okay, all I need is a tank.
Approaching 27. On runway 27.
Toga.
Thank you.
Will be interesting this time.
80 knots.
Rotate. Straight. We're already here.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Aha, there is the 400 call out. So it is the level up that gives the 400 call out. I think, Steve, it was you that asked
1,000.
your aviators. Yeah, thank you so much.
Equally, you get the 400 call out with the double as well.
Okay, I switched my built-in FO off. That's why I don't hear it, and I don't think Linda gives it, because we tested it the other night and we said, oh no, we didn't hear it. So maybe we didn't hear it, maybe it wasn't there. But I mean, I don't fly with the built-in FO, so it's very possible, of course. That's cool. Thank you. Flight Simulator X, remember this is the 600, so it has a totally different dynamic to it than the 800. This thing is a little bumblebee / pocket rocket. And one of the tests that we're doing is we want to see if we can actually reach 380 in this very short flight, because somebody seems to think that's where we should be, so we're testing that. It is actually a bit difficult to get this thing in the air. The nose just wants to dip down the whole time. It's very heavy on the nose, so I have to report that as well. I did trim a little bit extra. I was supposed to be at 5.5 and I went to just about 6 on the trim, and it wasn't enough. I had to really pull my yoke to maximum to actually just get it going. And as it was, thank you, Uncle John, as it was building speed, obviously it started lifting the nose. It's quite bad. It's totally different than I'm used to right now. Steve, did you switch the built-in FO back on to see if that's the issue? Because that's currently what I'm thinking it is. It might be. And according to Robert, you can get it there, so it must be.
airborne out of runway 36, so I'm going north first.
Level 127. 2094.
Yes, it was. Thank you. Tommy, I hope this is better for you. Wow. I don't know what you said. I don't think you said anything bad, did you? Oh. You spelled good incorrectly and you said God. And this thing doesn't like that. Whoop, there goes the message. Sorry, Tommy. Okay, excellent. Yeah, just repeat your messages, please, buddy. I'm sorry, I can't delete them. We'll keep it like that. Good morning, Joe. Need to come chat again sometime. You see, there are signs. Did you see that meme on Facebook the other day? The person said there, he showed a picture, a photo of the fuel gauge in his car, and it was on full. And he wrote on the little picture, he said there, I will never tell anybody I won the lotto, but there might be signs. See that? He was able to afford a full tank of petrol. Yeah, I don't know, Scotsman. We have to see. No, not at all. No, I'm just not talking. About 40, maybe. Let's just call it 40 nautical miles of a cruise. Wow. Then we have to go down again. Oh well. While we're sitting here waiting, might as well quickly do the forecast and stuff. Refresh. So rain.
I see Uncle John in front of me. Is that a good or a bad sign?
No, that's just Uncle John. He's harmless, don't worry. His bark is worse than his bite. Peter, what's your TIX number? 208?
206.
206. Yeah, sorry, in your glasses. Okay, yeah, it's a Reggie right in front of you. In front of him, quite a distance is Uncle John, and then it's me, also quite a distance out. So, but you and Reggie will have to coordinate at some point in time for speeds.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I've seen it. I gave John 4 minutes, so I can speed up once we're at cruise. It's not a problem.
Gotcha.
What's your cruise level already?
Yeah, that's interesting. When I got 340.
Okay, I'm 260, so you will be much higher than me.
Oh, that's okay. I will
But
still.
you're not online on Vio, are you?
Yeah.
It's right in front of you. You should have him on your TCAS at some point in time.
Yeah, what I'll do, I will pull away from you a bit, just in case top of descent we smack together again.
You're already on 1,500 feet higher than me.
Yeah, no, Reggie, you do what you need to do. I like the idea. You just speed up a little bit. Me and Uncle John are quite far ahead, so you can come a minute closer at least.
Yeah, I know. I gave plenty of time.
Yeah. Before I fly in and out of Amsterdam, I'll have to speak to you, Peter.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, or I'm gonna have to read a lot. It's easier to speak, you know, because the runway obviously was the wrong choice. According to the wind, it was the perfect choice, but SOP,
I will send you a link where you can see which runways are active.
Thank you. A flight sim one or a real world one?
A real world one.
Yeah, but that doesn't really always work in the flight sim. That's the only problem.
Well, 98% yes. It's only different when they are using two runways at the same time for landing or starting.
Yeah, I looked at flight radar. They were coming in on 27, but I couldn't find any taking off, unfortunately.
Taking off was 24 or 36 left, what I did.
Okay.
Peter, could you send me that link as well when you get a chance?
Sure, I will find a way to get it to the group or to Nico, and he can post it maybe.
Well, put it in the group flight info. Say, guys.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I will.
Also, as you know, Schiphol is a huge air.
It's mega.
Yes,
So,
and they have a particular way that they want you to taxi also, using taxiway Alpha or Bravo.
Preferred runway system. The runway in use will be selected by ATC according to a preferential runway system. The preferential sequence is subject to noise load development and may therefore change at any given period. Deviations from the preferred sequence for selecting runways in use can be made by ATC. And they rumble and rumble and ramble on and on and on and on. But they don't say what the system is. Not on this page. Let's see if we can find it.
It's hidden. You have to read all the pages. Don't do it.
No, I'm gonna do it now. I'm sitting here and everybody's chilling and relaxing, so I might as well keep myself awake. Condition 3. This chart, or this collection of charts for this airport, it's like the Encyclopedia Britannica. It has got so many volumes and things in here. Wow. What did she break now? You just hear snap, crackle and pop downstairs. I don't know what broke now. Just approaches, arrivals, these approaches. Where's this? Watch it. What is the difference in performance, FMC descent calculations, between inputting wind info into page data after DOD and inputting page cost? That's a good question. I think the thing to put it into forecast is the more technically correct one, and that should propagate the correct information through. If you go and put it into the route data, then it's all on you, and if you make a mistake, I mean, it's not a major performance difference, you know, it's a slight one. I won't lose sleep over it, but anyway, I will definitely use the descent forecast rather, because that's what it's made for. It will put everything in the right place. You don't have to go and use a ruler to match things up and get them in the right place. You know, it's just an easier way of doing it. And there we are, we made it. We're at 38,000. Can you believe it? Our top of descent is 30 nautical miles. And
the link is in group flight info.
Thank you. I still do not have the runway stories. Runway operations. In principle, all jet aircraft must use the full runway length available for noise abatement reasons. That makes sense, because if you use the full runway, you can derate. And you can actually use your derate, your performance calculator to derate to D-2, have climb -2 if you really need it. I mean, you can really run this aircraft or any jet that supports something like that quite efficiently.
What arrival did you take, Nico? To avoid any confusion on that one.
HEME1 Echo, HEME1 Echo. And it's for the ILS 27 with a Pigot transition.
Thank you.
That looks crazy. It's like a cook system there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the left window, we are approaching the United Kingdom. If you are from this area, I think it is the United Kingdom. Yes, sir. Try our best. I don't have all my cameras set up, guys. I'm sorry. So apart from going outside and doing what I did there's not much outside viewing I can do. I see we've got some patches of snow on the ground there. Isn't that cute? It's so cute.
It's a nice little bumblebee.
Oh. Yes, Scotsman. Yep. Oh, I need to set my animation altitude. Oh. Must have a problem there. Goes admiring the view instead of doing his job.
Did you find the link, Nico?
I haven't looked at it yet, sorry. Preoccupied, Peter. I'll get there. I'll get there.
Oh, we'll get you occupied. We'll get you occupied.
Yeah, I'm preoccupied totally right now. So, 68.
Reggie, what is your true airspeed? Should I slow down?
My current airspeed is ground speed 433, and I'm on 80.80. So you should be okay. I'll pick up a bit.
If feels so strange to work with a nav radio now and not an MMR. Wow.
You on descent, Nico?
Yes, sir.
How high did you go in the finish?
38. I made it.
Okay.
Now about 40 nautical miles of straight and level cruise. Well, it's nice to see we are 6 guys from Skymatix flying this morning. Thank you, gentlemen. Christian, I see you in the air as well now. Looks like it. Nice to know, Carl. Awesome. I've never been there. One day, maybe, one day I'll come visit the England side of the world. And, then we must all get together, eh? Uncle John will be the master of ceremonies. Hey, Uncle John.
Absolutely.
And the house.
We'll have to make friends with somebody with an inn or something, you know, a little hotel or something. Rent a barn for the day. Or we go to the local flying club, rent a hangar for the day. That might actually be better. Negative, Mike, are we flying on Iberia?
You appear to be at my 10 o'clock, Nico. Look like the 7 trackers, right? Nico's crashed by the look of it.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not sure why you're not on my track. I'm just following my flight plan, Uncle John.
Okay.
Not sure why. Interesting.
But they're parallel actually, yeah? On the left hand side.
Uncle John, strange things happen sometime.
Strange things happen above the UK. You're not on the descent yet, Raggy.
Just approaching about 5 miles.
Wow, that's late. Because from 260, I'm approaching it from along 2 miles.
So, I haven't probably been too high recently.
Well, you have to make a dive.
Did you check your QNH and things like that? We discussed this before, but also check that you actually have the sit and start without any vectors or discontinuities. Make sure, because if the aircraft can't calculate the proper descent profile, you will be high or low, that matter, but high in your case.
Nico, you're going direct or you're using a star?
I'm using the star as it's published.
Which one? No, I will look it up.
Okay, because I can give it to you.
Okay, if you insist.
HEME 1 Echo, HEME 1 Echo. And you take ILS 27 with a Pigot transition. Gives you a nice cook sister right there.
Yeah, but I managed to do a direct in, but I will change it, yeah.
You do what you need to do. Listen, when we're flying alone like this, all you do when we're on each other's tail is the guy in front just runs to the end of the runway. Once you land and you put your reversers on, the chances of you smashing into someone else is very low. I know it's unprofessional and shouldn't be done and all, but if we get in a twang, you can choose. Either you do a go around or you just roll to the end.
Yeah, I think I went direct to Pigot first off, but I put in the start and after. So that may be what it is.
Yeah, because if you don't go via Pigot and if you don't fly the complete start, you're cutting off a good 30 miles or so of your flight. So that will greatly change your VNAV path. Maybe not full 30, but you get the idea. Let's have a look, see, it could be 30. You look at that, that's 10, that's 20. So you're talking at least 20 then. Miles that you're just cutting off if you go direct. And VNAV path takes that whole flight path into account.
System. So that's what we're doing is descending at the top of descent. So.
Good morning approach, Skymatix 001. We're on the Hotel Echo, Mike Echo 1 Echo arrival at this time, approaching runway 30 ILS. We've got ATC jets. Please tell me this guy heard me.
Skymatix 001, Midlands radar, hello, set squawk 1144.
(1144) in the box, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 47 with you, descending 1600.
Skymatix 047, Edinburgh, correction, East Midlands radar, hello, set squawk 3302.
Squawk 330, missed the last one.
3302.
3302.
Skymatix 001, thanks, expect vectors for analysis, approach runway 27, turn left, heading 010 degrees.
Sorry, so was that Skymatix 001?
Affirm.
Left 010, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001 will be vectors for an ILS approach runway 27.
Vectors for the ILS 27 then, thank you sir.
I'm behind you now, Peter. Long way behind.
Skymatix 047, turn left, heading 180 degrees.
Skymatix 047
Andy.
or 180 left.
Radar code data, Skymatix 206.
Other button,
Inbound Taluk.
other button.
Radar, good morning, the Skymatix 206. Inbound abduct.
Skymatix 206, Edinburgh radar, hello. Correction, East Midlands radar, set squawk 1121.
Squawk 1121, Skymatix 206.
That silly button can throw a person off.
Skymatix 001, turn left, heading 360 degrees.
Left 360, Skymatix 001. Left 360, Skymatix 001. Not so choppy anymore, at least. A little bit better.
Skymatix 206, speed 240 knots or greater.
Speed 240 knots or greater, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 206, that's my apologies, it's 260 or less, apologies.
260 or less, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 206, stop descent, flight level 90.
Stop descent at flight level 90, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 001, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1014.
1014, 4,000 feet, Skymatix 001.
06, turn right heading 360 degrees.
Turn right heading 360 degrees, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 001, speed 210 knots. Skymatix 001, speed 210 knots.
Going down to 210 knots, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 21, correction, Skymatix 206, speed 210 knots.
Speed 210 knots, Skymatix 0206.
I disabled all the fancy new
Skymatix
age
206, you can descend 5,000 feet, QH1014.
automation and stuff, so now I need
Descend
to remember how
5,000
to
feet,
get that
QH1014.
window open.
Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 047, turn left heading to, correction, 310 degrees.
Skymatix 047, left 310.
Okay, well, the speed brake's fully out and this thing is not slowing down. There's no chance. We can help it brake a bit. Get the gear out, get the gear out. Ooh, look at the flex on that.
Skymatix 001, descent altitude 2,000 feet.
Altitude 2,000 feet, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 206, descend 4,000 feet.
That helps.
Descend 4,000 feet, Skymatix 206.
Gear up. Down the ice goes.
Skymatix 001, you're going to be a bit high for the ILS. Would you like some extra miles?
Negative, so we're on profile, so you can give us the inbound vector.
Skymatix 001, about to turn left in 280 degrees. Once established on the localizer runway 27, the glide path.
Okay, so turning 280, and we'll descend on the glide path once established, Skymatix 001.
And Skymatix 001, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 206, turn right, heading 060 degrees.
Turn right 060 degrees. Skymatix 206.
Yeah, it's difficult. No, sorry, that's the wrong choice of words. It's different flying this aircraft and the old systems compared to the Zibo and all, and with its flight dynamics and everything. Oh, wow, I had to think a couple of times really quick here.
Yeah, I'm self-managing. It's taking forever.
Skymatix 206, turn left, now heading 350 degrees.
Left heading 350 degrees, Skymatix 206.
Approaches on there as well.
Yeah, we're talking to approach, Reggie. It's vectoring us all over the place here.
Skymatix 206, further left heading 290 degrees. Once established on the localizer runway 27, the glide path.
Turn left heading 290, take the glide path to runway 27, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 047, turn right heading 360 degrees, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QH1014.
Skyline 047, apologies sir, repeat.
Turn right heading 010 degrees, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1014.
2,500.
Skyline 047, repeat. Altitude.
$4,000 feet.
Skyline 47, 4,000.
Skymax 206, speed 180 knots until 60 me.
Speed 180 knots for till 60 ME. Established ILS Skymax 206.
Skymax 001, contact tower 124.005, goodbye. Skymax 206, just a separation, speed 160 knots.
Speed 160 knots, Skymax 206.
Skymax 001, contact tower on frequency 124.005, goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your service. Sorry I was on the phone the most inappropriate time. Apologies.
Don't worry.
Tower, good morning. Skymatix 001 on the ILS on 87.
Skymax 001, East Midlands Tower, good morning. Surface wind at 277 degrees, 14 knots from wind 27, you cleared one.
Deadland 27, Skymatix 001. Shame, I had to take that call. I just couldn't let it slide. One of our little doggies got sick yesterday. It was the vet actually phoning to hear how he's doing. Can you believe it? So awesome. Scotsman, I hope you're watching this yo-yo effect that this aircraft's doing here on the ILS. Could you do me a favor, when you fly later today, do a 600 test, see if yours does the same, because I can't remember that this yo-yo effect was in the previous model.
Too fast.
Yeah, it's
Too fast.
This is a major problem. I'm glad I did this test flight, because now look at it, but wow, this is terrible.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
I'm just gonna
Flight slow.
Too fast. Too fast.
Fast. And, it's your fault. Trying to equalize the problem now. Get rid of this problem.
Flaps. Flaps.
Wow.
500.
Unstable. Unstable.
Tower, good morning. Skymax 206, established ILS runway 27.
400.
Skymax 206, East Midlands Tower, good morning. Continue proximeter.
Approaching decision height. Flight slow.
Number 2, Skymax 206.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40.
There's no contacting me yet.
30. 20. 10.
That's gonna be all. Ooh, no, it wasn't. Okay. Okay, so you've had it. Okay. I'll fly the 800 later and just make sure that one is at least working. But this is definitely this is a problem.
Skyline 047, established final runway 27.
Skymatix 206, the surface wind 27 degrees 14 knots from wind 27, clear to land.
And Skymatix 001, runway vacated.
Skymatix 206, from wind 27, clear to land, surface wind 27 degrees 14 knots. Skymatix 001, have you got any preferred standards, Bonner?
Negative, so closest one is always good.
Skymatix 001, what in that case, taxi straight ahead, an Alpha, take Romeo, and then Charlie, stand 10.
Straight ahead, run Romeo, and then 10 is the stand, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 047. East Midlands Tower, good morning, continue approach number 2. Skymatix 206, vacated runway. Skymatix 206, thank you, taxi stand 11 via Alpha, Quebec and Charlie. Stand 11 via Alpha, Victor Charlie, Skymatix 206. Project 206, just confirm it's Alpha, Quebec and then Charlie. Alpha, Quebec, Charlie, Skymatix 206. Skymatix 047, the surface wind 27 degrees 14 knots, from wind 27, clear to land.
It's the next one on the right, so it's fine. Oh, that's the problem. Thank you so much. You see, I was thinking about EGGW the whole time. EGNX.
Skymatix 047A firm, runway 27, cleared to land to the surface wind 270 degrees 14 knots.
Skymatix 047, cleared to land, runway 27, thank you.
That's number 10 there. I don't know if I said it on stream or not, but the story of EGGW and why it's in my mind is I made a comment on Trevor's page where he publishes that scenery from DDG, and I can't use his EGGW at all while I have Orbex through Earth or GB South enabled. And so the question is, if there is a fix, can we have it? Because now I've got to use X organizer, and I've got to remember if I fly in this anywhere in the south of England, I need to disable his scenery. And I checked the forum just now to see if he made any comments, but he didn't. So that's where EGGW comes from in my mind. Yeah. Skymatix 001 on the blocks. Thank you for your service, sir. My mind is like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're going to get. All different wrappers, all different sizes. Sometimes you pick up the wrong one. Excellent, Paul. When are we going to talk to you again about your progress and stuff? I'm a bit behind. Did you sort out everything? Are you happy? Is everything working? What's next? When are we flying together? I've got lots of questions for you, so drop me a line or let me know. Scotsman, you can't stay away from the libraries. It's not the libraries. The way I gauge it in my ignorance, absolute.
Skymatix 047, apologies sir, I have a technical problem. I'm going to have to disconnect.
I've just waited them. I'll help Uncle John now if we need to. But anyway, oh, you're waiting for Captain Snoozy. Also, that's good. That's good. That was a good movie. Yes. So anyway, yeah, the long and the short is there seems to be, and I'm speaking from my ignorance, it's like there's an exclude missing. It's like it's clashing very definitely with other airports and the whole area there. I just don't know which one and where to go put it. If I knew, I would do it myself, but I'm absolutely dependent on Trevor to have mercy on us. Because right now I have to use extra organizer and just try and remember to go and disable Luton every time. Unless I want to fly there, in which case I'll have to disable GB South.
I had a disconnect, Nick. I was stuck on the runway, the brakes wouldn't release.
I saw. Check in your EFB that the tire blown advance is switched off. It must be off. That's usually the culprit, Uncle John.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So yeah.
I like that, so I can't see why.
I don't know, sir. Things happen, you know, IT PCs. I don't know, man. That's why David said he wants to be a fish line tester when he comes back. He's not doing IT again, you know the old story. And I'll join him for sure. I'm not going to go into IT again ever in my life. So yeah, that's it.
Tire blown advanced is off.
Is it off? Okay, then you have to press the B button for brakes. See if that releases it, maybe. I don't know. I like the scenery. This is Orbex. This is really nice scenery. Wow. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your presence. Thank you for all your support. And just want to make one mention, which is very important, very, very important. A couple of days ago, I realized that the VA hosting provider, at the hosting provider, I noticed that there was an invoice waiting for me. Skymatix pays once a year an annual fee, then we get a little bit of a discount going to host the VA software with Nabil and his company. And I didn't realize that it was due in the beginning of April, on the 2nd of April or the 4th of April, somewhere like that. And so anyway, make a long story short, Pilot Sasso has donated the required amount of money. So Skymatix VA is safe for the next 12 months. It's all been paid. Well, he's given me the money. I'm waiting for the invoice, then I'll pay those guys. And then, so it's paid for basically already. And then we can, fly Skymatix in peace and not have to worry about the expenses. I personally, I paid one additional month, and then I also actually got the new domain going, so it's all gone to skymatixva.com now. So if you guys are struggling, go read the VA chat. It's all in there. Everything is explained. So just make sure that you switch over and get everything sorted. Let us know if you have problems. But on the big note is just, Sasso gave me a very, very nice message, and he said this is family, and he wants to help the whole family because he's fallen in love with what we do and how we do it and all these things. So I just wanted to make it known that, he did his part, and I just want to thank him publicly for it as well. I've thanked him 3-4 times already in private. But there you go. That's the story. You guys go enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you guys hopefully this evening if I don't fall asleep again. I think Uncle John's going to keep me awake. We'll see. But, otherwise this evening, 1600 Zulu my time, 6 p.m. my time. You're welcome. You're welcome. Guys, go enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. Sasso.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sasso. So, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy yourselves. We'll talk later. Have a good day, guys.